So if you have if you're on the website, you can see under the enterprise catalog or under the personal library. So that's where we can upload the textures and models. And you can see the uploading criteria like right here. And we have the quantity limit and also the file size and the format. So this is the most important. So if we have a picture that is not in JPEG or PNG format, we need to convert them. And if it's more than 5 megabytes, we need to shrink the size and also shrink the pixels to make sure it can upload here. So now I'll operate in the enterprise catalog because this is very handy and easy to use. So the first question will be, how can we find the textures we want to use? Well, obviously, the first option is to take photos of the real product. If you are a furniture manufacturer, you have the sample, you have the real products, you can take a shot or you can scan it to make a real texture and in very high resolution with even and soft light. But if you are not accessible to the product, or if you're just an interior designer that you just want to show the basic concept of the textures you want to use, but not the real product, you can also find the products, the textures like on some of the websites, they have the textures in very high resolution. So it's either for free or charge you a little bit. It wouldn't be very expensive. For example, on this website, you can choose, for example, the fabric, the timber floors, and also some concrete. So I believe there are many websites you're already using as you're all professional designers. So I would not recommend any website here, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of websites that have the textures. And after you download it, please make sure it is seamless, so you don't have to process the image again by yourself. You can just directly drag and drop the textures to your library. So it's pretty handy. And okay, so this is the first part, how to find a texture. And well, sometimes we cannot find the very suitable texture that we have to process it in Photoshop or other softwares. And it's also okay. So I'm going to explain with two examples. So first one is a timber floor. If you have a picture of a timber and you want to make it as a floor texture, but you find it's not seamless, so how can you do? I'll show you an instruction video here very quickly. So yeah, drag and drop it into the Photoshop. And the first one will check if there are any spots or areas that is not a texture. So you can delete the text and make it similar with the surrounding areas. And the second step will be checking if it has the threshold. Yeah, you can see on this step, you can find the edge where the two parts connect together. And this will show on your model as well if you do not kind of erase and soften the edge. So you can use the spot healing. Using the spot healing or the clone stamp, you can copy and paste the surrounding textures to the edge and make it looks seamless. Although I know it is kind of faking, but it's the best way we can do that for this kind of texture images. So yeah, that's the concept. But after you like operate, it should be looks like this. So the edges disappear, and then you can upload this texture to your account. Yeah, so that's one way to process a seamless picture. And another function will be using some small softwares. So there are many softwares as well to like automatically make the texture seamless. So this kind of software is suitable for like concrete or stones and tiles because it will generate the random texture. Okay, I'll show you the process. So you add a texture, you add a picture here, and very simple, click generate. It will calculate the pictures and automatically generates a pattern. So you can pick the pattern you like, and you can also click again and will change the pattern like randomly. So this is good as well. And it is good for marbles or slates that have the random textures. Okay. Yeah, that's two easy small tricks of making the texture. And the third part is what if you have a very large picture that is over 5 megabytes? Well, we can create a new Photoshop page, and we can pick a very large picture, say here. So I want to find a very large one. For example, this one. Okay. So we can see this one is 27 megabytes. So we cannot directly drop and paste to Coohom. So we can drag and drop it to Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, and from the images, we can check the image size. You can see now it's also over 5 megabytes, and we can change the size. And yeah, so that's something we can do here. So sorry for the Chinese text here, because I didn't install the English version. But next time I will make it to English one. So, but I believe if you're using Photoshop, you will know what I mean. So yeah, so from this point, I want to know if you have any questions. All right. If you do have a particular question on the texture uploading, it's fine now. So if you have any questions, later you can ask your CSC or help center and reach us for the solutions. And we are here ready for helping. And hope you enjoy playing with Coohom and have a lot of fun.